Can the way you cook your vegetables make the difference between a nutrient-rich meal and a nutritional loss? Cooking transforms food. It softens textures, deepens flavors, and makes many ingredients safer and more palatable. But while it enhances taste and digestibility, it also has a more subtle effect. It changes the nutritional profile. Depending on the method, cooking can either preserve or deplete vital vitamins, antioxidants, and other health-boosting compounds. So how do common cooking techniques stack up when it comes to nutrient retention? Let's start with the basics. Not all nutrients are equally sensitive to heat, light, and water. Vitamins like C and B complex are water-soluble and heat-sensitive, meaning they can leach out into boiling water or degrade when exposed to high temperatures. Others, like vitamin A, D, E, and K, are fat-soluble and more stable under heat, but can be lost through oxidation or prolonged cooking. Minerals like iron, calcium, and zinc tend to be more robust, but they too can be lost in cooking liquids or steam. Take boiling, for instance. When vegetables like spinach or broccoli are immersed in hot water, a significant portion of water-soluble vitamins can end up in the cooking water. Vitamin C in particular is highly vulnerable. It can degrade rapidly above 70 DEGC and leach away almost entirely in extended boiling. Unless you're drinking the broth as in soups, much of that nutritional goodness goes down the drain. Steaming, on the other hand, is gentler. It uses less water and typically shorter cooking times, which helps preserve heat-sensitive vitamins. Studies have shown that steaming retains more vitamin C and folate in vegetables like carrots and broccoli compared to boiling or frying. If you're trying to maximize nutrient retention while still cooking thoroughly, steaming is one of the best bets. Sautéing and stir-frying, especially with a small amount of oil, have their advantages too. The fat used in these methods helps unlock fat-soluble nutrients like beta-carotene in carrots or lycopene in tomatoes, making them more bioavailable. However, if temperatures get too high or the cooking is prolonged, it can still lead to vitamin losses. Using stable oils like olive or avocado oil and moderate heat helps strike a balance between flavor and nutrition. What about microwaving? It may not be glamorous, but it's surprisingly effective at retaining nutrients. Why? Because it cooks food quickly and usually without much water. Short cooking times mean less exposure to heat, and the lack of water minimizes vitamin leaching. As long as you avoid plastic containers that may release harmful chemicals, microwaving vegetables with a splash of water in a covered dish is a highly efficient method for preserving their nutritional value. Roasting and baking can also be nutrient-friendly, especially for dense root vegetables. While long exposure to dry heat can cause some vitamin losses, many of the nutrients remain intact, particularly minerals and fat-soluble vitamins. The downside is that delicate leafy greens and water-rich vegetables may not fare as well under these conditions unless carefully monitored. Then there's frying. Deep frying can preserve certain nutrients due to rapid cooking and sealed surfaces, but it also adds significant fat and may generate harmful compounds like acrylamides, especially in starchy foods. Nutrient degradation in oils, along with the health risks of consuming oxidized fats, makes frying one of the least desirable methods for health-conscious cooking. Despite its undeniable flavor appeal, and don't forget pressure cooking, an increasingly popular method that combines high heat with steam under pressure. Although the temperature is higher than boiling, the shorter cooking times help minimize vitamin loss. Plus, since little water escapes, nutrients tend to stay locked inside the food or the cooking liquid. So, what's the takeaway? Cooking isn't the enemy of nutrition, it's a tool, but how you use that tool makes all the difference. Gentle methods like steaming, microwaving, or sautéing with minimal oil tend to preserve the most nutrients, while boiling and deep frying are more likely to strip them away. And perhaps most importantly, diversifying cooking methods, just like eating a variety of foods, ensures that you strike a balance between taste, texture, and nutritional benefit. After all, cooking is both a science and an art, and when done thoughtfully, it can nourish not only the palate. The nutrient retention paradox refers to the dual effect of cooking. While it enhances digestibility, safety, and flavor, it often leads to nutrient loss, particularly of heat-sensitive, water-soluble vitamins. The paradox lies in how cooking can improve the bioavailability of some nutrients while simultaneously degrading others. Understanding this interplay is critical to optimizing both health benefits and culinary practice, especially as more people seek functional foods that deliver both taste and therapeutic value. Cooking carrots increases the availability of beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, but boiling spinach can significantly reduce its vitamin C content. It's like opening a treasure chest. Sometimes you unlock more gold, but sometimes you lose the silver in the process. Nutrient retention refers to the preservation of vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals during food preparation. Bioavailability, on the other hand, reflects how well these nutrients are absorbed and utilized by the body. Some cooking methods release nutrients from complex matrices, making them more absorbable, while others destroy or leach them out. Thus, nutrient value is not just what's present in the raw material, but what remains available after cooking and digestion. Lycopene in tomatoes becomes more bioavailable after simmering in oil, while folate in leafy greens rapidly degrades when exposed to high heat and water. It's like printing a book. Some fonts become clearer in bold ink, like lycopene in oil. Others fade with too much sunlight, like folate in boiling water. Nutrient degradation occurs through thermal breakdown, oxidation, enzymatic action, and leaching into cooking water. Key factors include heat sensitivity. Vitamins like C and B1 degrade above 70, degrade water solubility. Nutrients like folate, potassium, and niacin dissolve in boiling water. Oxidation. Fat-soluble vitamins like A and E degrade in the presence of air and heat. pH and time. Acidic or alkaline cooking environments and prolonged exposure worsen losses. Meanwhile, cooking can enhance other compounds by breaking down cell walls, inactivating anti-nutrients, or transforming precursors into active forms. Boiling broccoli reduces its glucosinolate content, anti-cancer compounds, but lightly steaming preserves them while reducing indigestible fiber. It's like handling a delicate fabric. Heat smooths the wrinkles, but too much ironing can burn the material. Cooking illustrates a classic nonlinear system where outcomes depend on interacting variables: temperature, time, medium, and food structure. The nutrient profile after cooking is the result of emergent properties of heat, moisture, biochemistry interactions. Understanding these dynamics allows for optimization of nutrient delivery, linking culinary technique with biochemical engineering. Cooking is not just an art, it is a form of molecular transformation with measurable outcomes in metabolism and health. Sous vide cooking at low temperatures preserves vitamin B12 in meats better than high-heat grilling, while also reducing formation of carcinogenic compounds. It's like programming a chemical reaction with a culinary interface. Each recipe rewrites the nutritional code of the ingredients. Thermal energy alters the chemical structure, phase behavior, and nutrient density of foods. Cooking often reduces water content, concentrating macronutrients, but at the same time accelerates the breakdown of sensitive micronutrients. Some methods like frying add additional caloric density. Roasting nuts increases their calorie density due to oil retention, but also enhances polyphenol activity, making them both more energizing and more antioxidant rich. It's like shrinking a suitcase. You can pack it tighter, but you might crush the fragile items inside. Cooking can be seen as a way to encode bioactive information into food, shaping how nutrients are signaled to the body. Heat not only changes the molecular form, but affects how nutrients interact with digestive enzymes, gut microbiota, and cellular receptors. In this view, cooking transforms food into biological messages, with each method altering the syntax of nutritional information. Fermented and slow-cooked foods activate different gut-brain signaling pathways than raw or flash-fried meals, influencing mood, cognition, and immunity. It's like writing a story for different readers. One version stimulates the brain, another calms the heart. Optimizing cooking methods has major implications for global nutrition, personalized medicine, and sustainable food systems. By preserving key nutrients while enhancing palatability and digestibility, we can design meals that are both therapeutic and sustainable. Cooking methods also influence carbon footprint, food waste, and cultural food practices, linking molecular nutrition to planetary health. Pressure cooking lentils preserves more iron and zinc than boiling, while also reducing anti-nutrients and shortening cook time, benefiting both human health and energy use. It's like switching to a hybrid car, faster, cleaner, and more efficient with every kilometer of fuel. Despite technological advances, the science of nutrient retention faces cultural, sensory, and behavioral constraints. Not all nutrient-preserving methods align with taste preferences, cooking traditions, or kitchen access. Moreover, individual variability in digestion and absorption complicates blanket recommendations. There is a need for personalized cooking guidance, grounded in both molecular science and culinary intuition. Steaming may retain more vitamins in vegetables, but in some cultures, long-simmered soups are preferred and may deliver benefits through broth-enriched extraction instead. It's like having multiple translations of a poem. Each captures a different essence, depending on the reader's context. The future of nutrient-sensitive cooking lies in smart appliances, AI-assisted recipe optimization, and nutritional sensing platforms. Imagine apps that adjust cook time and temperature based on the nutrient profile of your ingredients, or kitchens that adapt cooking protocols based on dietary goals. Advances in nutritional metabolomics and food matrix engineering may enable meals tailored not just to taste, but to biological optimization, enhancing cognitive, metabolic, and immune function through data-driven cooking. Research labs are developing infrared sensors and machine learning models that predict nutrient degradation in real time, enabling home cooks to preserve vitamin content with precision. It's like having a microscope and symphony conductor in your kitchen, seeing what's invisible and guiding every process toward harmony.